start their own business.
Reverse engineer your truth. It's all self-awareness and then putting yourself in a position to succeed.
Mix patience with ambition and hope that I get gratitude. Other times I hope that I get Spanish chicks with attitude.
No, it's not easy telling your truth.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I just got home from work, and I'm just gonna take this time to explain kind of my perspective on you know, or kind of explain how my perspective has evolved and how I'm going about manifesting my potential, documenting that process, which is what this channel is about, you know, documenting my process and growing to my potential, my inner potential, you know, my spiritual growth, documenting that, and also documenting my potential in music, which I showed earlier on the whiteboard, what I'm doing to like structure it, you know, how I'm going about doing that in music. And over here it's kind of a few things that I wrote down. There's really no there's no structured, I mean, you can structure your days in order to, like, you know, meditate, have certain rituals, you know, like whether it's doing yoga or exercising, journaling, you know, there's a lot of things you can structure. But like the underlying like philosophy or the underlying, you know, reality of what you're trying to achieve in spirituality is not really something you can, you know, just put to paper and be able to structure just like that. But these are, you know, I did the best I could to write down certain things that would keep me on this path, that would kind of explain how my perspective on this has evolved, on, you know, manifesting my potential in the aspect of spirituality, and or just the aspect of self-realization, evolving my consciousness. So this is what I got right now. And obviously the first one shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, is to meditate. That's the first step. Mainly because that's how you're gonna first start to clear up your mind. That's how you're gonna first start to get clarity on, you know, your self-awareness and, you know, the vision for what you really want in this life, in this world. Meditation really helped me. I'm just talking from my experience, you know, I can't talk from anybody else's, obviously. But in my experience, meditation has helped me the most to, you know, gain clarity on that self-awareness and that vision stemming from that self-awareness. Yeah, meditation is the first one. And second, rituals. Just certain discipline, you know, just certain daily things that you can do that will keep you, that will keep your mind, body, and soul sharp, you know. Like journaling, like exercising, yoga is one of them. And also, not just affirmations, but mantras. Having mantras is a way of meditation, really, is a way of yoga. And as I've said before on this vlog, there's 4 main types of yoga. And what I've done here, I've tried to mention them, you know, I tried to put them all 4 yogas in this perspective, or in this, yeah, perspective on how I'm going to go about manifesting that spiritual potential within me, or just evolving my consciousness, how I'm going to go about evolving my consciousness, my current perspective on that, and how, you know, how it's evolved since it first started. So yeah, we got the meditation, which is Kriya Yoga. That's the first one. Yoga of transforming your energies. Exercises. And by that I mean like actual exercise, going to the gym. I'm gonna do that at least 4 days a week. But not only going to the gym, it's also doing yoga, like the actual yoga that most of America shows, because that's the main one they show. Just doing like stretching exercises and balance exercises. Where you gotta stand up on one foot, type shit, and balance your energies, and developing that concentration. That's definitely included in that exercise and the rituals part that I wrote down. So that's I forgot the name of the yoga. I forgot the exact name, but that's one of the other yoga. The one that you stretch, the one that you develop balance and concentration. The other one is divine devotion, and that's part of the mantras. Having mantras and praying, because although I'm not religious, as y'all probably already know, there's some things that are simply beyond our comprehension, and the power of prayer, I believe, is one of those. Power of prayer is really just the power of intention. And the power of intention we have yet, to discover. So divine devotion, having mantras, having your mind set on divine order, and praying for guidance to, whatever you believe in, whether it's angels, spirits, just putting the intention out there to the universe to guide you, to, keep you on the path, and to, just provide guidance for you. Having those mantras and putting out those intentions can only, reap good karma. Whatever you put out in the world always comes back. And if you're putting out divine order and divine, just higher frequency, higher vibrational thoughts, then that's what you're going to get back from the universe. So that's included there also in the rituals part. Then it's not in that order, but the next one is the action yoga, to give without expectations. Give without expectations, that's the action yoga. To be of selfless service to humanity in whatever you're doing. Right now, for example, I'm a server, right? Instead of doing it for the money, like, obviously I need, I'm obviously doing that because I need the financial upside from it. If not, I would be just focusing on music, but still the same concept applies. Even though I'm there because of the money, I can genuinely start to transcend from doing it just because of the money to, while I'm there, making sure that everything that I'm doing comes from a selfless place, and not from I'm serving you expecting a tip, Instead, it's like, I'm serving you because I want to. I'm being of service to humanity, and I expect nothing from you. And it has to come from a genuine place. You can say that, and I've said that, but it hasn't always, I haven't always embodied that. And, I'm still falling in that trap, but that's why I'm writing it down, so that I can embody these concepts and remind myself every day to, stay on that mindset, stay on that selfless service path, or that selfless service mentality, that selfless path of, just giving without expectation. And that's one of the yogas. And that's total of 4 yogas. As I said, the Kriya Yoga, meditation, transforming your energies, the exercises that are part of the rituals, the daily things that I want to be doing, which is, exercising is just a way of balancing your energies, balancing your body's energies, and developing your concentration. So yeah, that's the second yoga. I don't remember the name. Sorry about that. You can look it up, the 4 types of yogas. And then divine devotion, the mantras, asking for divine guidance, praying, putting those intentions out there, the higher vibrational frequency, higher vibrational thoughts, because what you put out there comes back to you. It's just cause and effect. It's a law of nature. Whether it's spirits that you believe in, angels, it doesn't matter. The power of prayer is the power of intention, and intention holds power beyond our comprehension. So yeah, that's the third yoga. And then the last one, which I just talked about, selfless service to humanity, action yoga. It's not called action yoga. That's what I called it. Just giving without expectations, being of selfless service to humanity. That's the 4th yoga. So, I'm just trying to build a system that will integrate those 4 yogas. Because that's what all the spiritual leaders say you must do if you're really going to get serious about your self-realization. You got to integrate all the aspects of your life in alignment, mind, body, and soul, in alignment with the truth, or, just with the spiritual path, which, as I said before, everybody has their own truth, their own version of the truth, but there's only one truth. And my goal is to align my perception of the truth as accurately as possible with that one truth, that underlying nature of reality, that interconnectedness of reality, of nature. And just being able to accurately perceive those truths, and then embody them and manifest them into the world. That's what I'm trying to do. So, next one, the second one, you should see right there. Discipline, schedule, intention, and play integrated. Discipline, I was thinking the other day, discipline is like, or not the other day, I think that was yesterday. Yesterday it came to my mind that discipline is the way of making sure that your human condition doesn't get in the way of your human potential. That to me is the punchline of what discipline is. And no, I didn't read that from anybody. That just came to my mind. And it really makes a lot of sense. And it helps put in perspective that you're not disciplining, it helps put it in perspective, the real reason that you put discipline on yourself is to be able to reach your potential, to transcend your human conditions, to transcend your habits. So yeah. And that discipline schedule is going to be led by intention, by the intention of self-realization, of, giving my best to the world. And all my actions are going to somehow be linked to those intentions, are going to somehow be linked to that vision. And I put plus play integrated because this is my play, this is my fun, this is my life's work, and this is where my fulfillment will come from manifesting my potential. So obviously play also includes my music, because music is, that's one of the reasons that I'm pursuing music, not just because I can impact people through music, which is a big part of why I'm doing it, but also because I've loved music all my life and I can have fun while I do it. And yeah, it's passion and purpose combined in a fusion, fused together. So yeah. And then the last point right there, intuitively adapt. Intuitively adapt, which really just means be resourceful. That's what it really means as of now, because like my intuition is not as sharp. It's not sharp enough for me to only rely on my intuition. So that's why I got discipline there first, because I'll get to the point where my intuition is, so on point that I'm able to just be led by that. As of now, it's going to be a balance between discipline, or it's mostly going to be discipline, and then I'll intuitively adapt according to what I see is working and what isn't working in my discipline and my structure, and I'll change that and put a different system or tweak the system here and there. And I'm not afraid to change or go back on anything that I've said, and because it's all, I know my intentions, and I know my vision, I know what I want out of life, and I'm not going to let anything get in the way of what's most important to me in this life. What's most important for me to manifest and to get out of this life and to provide in this life. So, and the last thing I wrote down there is just a little reminder of why I'm doing it, This is kind of just like the selfish reasons of why I'm doing this, to transcend the cycles, transcend the habits from compulsive desires to, bliss, happiness. Bliss is like the highest level, highest form of pleasure, of happiness, and it comes from within. You're able to get it from within. A very few amount of people are able to get there, and the people who do are usually because they focused on their spirituality. They have they've gone through the process. And not just bliss and happiness, but realizations, being able to understand the world at a much higher level, being able to see life as it is and not as our mind, our ego portrays it to be. And lastly, trust the process. I believe every time you second guess yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure in a sense. Like, you gotta trust the process. You gotta be led by love, by intention, and not by fear of what other people may say, or not be led by the fear of what your current circumstances look like. You might be fearful that it'll always be like that, or something like that, or that other people might judge your path. That doesn't matter, because you just gotta give it your all. You just gotta focus on you, on your self-awareness and what you want out of life, and that's where the true power lies, I believe, in achieving self-realization and unity. Strength lies in unity, as I've said before, and this path is both selfish and selfless, because at first you got to be selfish. You got to focus on you. You got to distance yourself from certain energies that may distract you from the path. But in the long run, this is the most selfless path you can take also, because self-evident reasons, like give without expectations. Like, you're giving you're giving up your ego. This path is about giving up your ego and understanding the interconnectedness of the world. So what could be more selfless than that, you know? Giving up your ego, your identity, in order to serve humanity at your best, at the highest level that is possible for you. And this video is 20 minutes long, so I'm definitely not gonna put it with my other video. It's already long enough. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I was planning to put this video along with probably the last video y'all saw, which was me, you know, practicing music and just practicing on my computer certain, you know, music theory, the piano, and practicing the drum pads. That should be fun for y'all to watch. It was definitely fun for me to make, and it's been fun to learn music theory, and you know, to continue progressing at music. It's been really fun, but it's been challenging also, you know, I can't lie. This path is as hard as you make it, but nobody can deny that it's going to take some challenges to break out of your habits, to break out of your human condition, and to manifest your human potential. It's going to take a challenge, but that challenge is worth every second. That being said, much love everybody. Thanks for watching. This is where I'm at right now, currently. So I'm just documenting that. As I've said before, there's much more coming, so stay tuned. Thank you very much. Much love. Peace out. Like, subscribe, share if you want, if you got something out of this. And if you didn't, then tell me what I can do better. So, peace out. That's it for today.
Intuition, that's the rhythm that I'm grooving with. Tell me what's your energy. Show me what you're moving with. I ain't new to this. I'm stupid.
The only real revolution happens right inside of you. I said what good is taking over when we know what you gon' do. The only real revolution happens right inside of you.